Alrighty, everyone. If you're watching this, and you can actually hear me, we are, me and Mowgli, aka Whispering Buffalo, are in an area that we should not be in at all. This big gate would normally block level 8 me and level 8 him from coming in here until later in the story. However, due to some car fuckery, we have basically cheesed this area. Picked up some really nice level 24, 25 loot, and are currently just basically trying to figure out what to do next. You have anything to add to that there, Mowgli?
The way we got in here was we boosted this wall with two cars, and it boosted one of them inside, and then he just fast traveled into the car that was inside. We had the car in here, but I think it blew up on the corrosive. It blew up somehow.
That would be
It
my
blew up
bad.
somehow.
Yeah, this is absolutely nuts. And I am glad that the 3 hours that it took us to get in here was not in vain. But yeah, there's
Kind of
a
wish it showed it like
area.
on the map, like what the area is called now that we're in here.
Yeah, I know, right? There is a different area that we can go into called the Devil's Razor. And we cannot select to go in. I know I cannot. Mogs cannot.
We tried it with the car, it wouldn't let us. This, I noticed something too. This respawn point, it doesn't activate for us. Or this fast travel unit, it doesn't activate when we get close to it.
Well, it's open,
It's not fully open,
but
but
it
you know how
is.
it extends upward and the antenna comes out?
Yeah, that is very true. Although it looks like the new you portion of this might work. However, right now
Like if
I
we
am
died
not
in here, you
inclined to
think?
try it.
Yeah. It took us 3 hours to get in here. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's not until when we decide we're gonna leave and quit jumping around in here, uh, then we will try it because there is another very interesting area that if Mowgli, because you guys can't see what I see, there is an area right over here where this dome is. See the dome, all you lovely people? That dome is a basically a doll port or something to that effect where you get a
Navigation key for the ship.
navigation key. It's a quest item in that little area. And normally, until you have gone to the cult following or finished all the story quests up until that point, that door, there's a door down in the entrance that is not open. However, me and Mowgli figured out how to get in there. And then we saw this area and wondered if we could get in here. And of course, as you all very lovely people can see, it is very possible. Although fairly difficult to do.
Oh, it took us forever. We tried multiple different things, boosting each other off the car. If I can get down here without falling. This little lip right here, we tried standing on that. You can actually not stand on that at all. It just bounces you like when you're on top of the car.
Yep.
We tried smacking two cars together on the side, but eventually
Stand.
we used the slope right there and it got just enough to boost both cars up, and one car went over.
Yep. Now this area you would actually need 2 people to get into. It would be impossible to get one car to come in here alone. However, the area at the dome, at the Dahl spaceport, or whatever the hell it is, you can get in by yourself. It's fairly easy. All you have to do is find the cliff that has the uh, texture to where you can jump off of it and just not slide off. And then you can hop up there. One of the, let's see, what is that called?
This ridge right here
One of
that I'm
the,
pointing at goes all the way across, and it's at the end of this ridge on the other side. That's where we did it, right? At the end of the ridge,
yeah.
by the weapon box. When I did it when I had the story quest, because I did it again when I had the story quest, right? The enemies actually didn't spawn, and I actually just had to grab the item. Like, it was actually pretty cool. I didn't have to kill any enemies. I just ran up, grabbed the navigation key, and left.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, especially for like speedrunning.
There's one. There's, yeah, that. Because there's one other thing that you can get while you're in there, and that's the Typhoon logs or Typhon, whoever that is. You can actually get up there and get the audio log that is up there, without having the story. So it'll allow you to open the dead drop before you're really ever supposed to. So it is very interesting. I am fairly interested to see just how many other areas you can do this in. Because there's everything that would normally be in here is in here. You have chests that have, as I said, level 24 weapons. You have ammo boxes. You have corrosive barrels that can be destroyed. Corrosive pipes.
It was the pipes, right? Or
well,
there barrels too?
There's a barrel up here somewhere. There was a barrel somewhere up here. I think it was right here. But yeah, there's all sorts of stuff up here, but I don't think the enemies, because as I said before, this is a level 24 area. So if enemies were to spawn here, they would be well above our level to defeat, and it would not go well.
It would actually be really cool to see if the enemies did spawn in here and then use this as a power leveling spot. That would be cool.
Yeah. If it didn't absolutely murder us every time we... Because, I mean, if it was... Because I know I have fought the... I believe he's called One Punch. He's a... Yeah, I know. He is the big psychos with the small arms. He's basically Shiv, but with a face mask, a bigger, different face mask on, and he deals massive amounts of damage when he hits the ground, and that was kind of weird. And it's one of those things that's not even really something that I don't think I should have been able to get to, but that's a video for another day, I guess. Because that is at least a dozen or half a dozen quests out from this where we are now. But it is extremely interesting to see like what certain areas look like, you know, how different things are. And if it also begs the question that if during the quest where you get the key or the navigation system, navigation chip, whatever it is, getting in that other way, would it work for this area as
Where the
well
enemies
to
don't
where you just,
despawn, or where the enemies despawn.
or the enemies don't spawn at all?
Yeah.
You know, because then at that point you're not having to wait. You don't have to wait to defeat all the enemies for the gate to open. You know, I don't think that later on with some of the gates that you have to open or have to become open, I don't think, especially on Promethea, because most of those are actual enclosed areas, so that's not a way of, you know, driving a car on top of it and getting in that way. Um, I'm actually going to start looking for other areas that are accessible to characters, but aren't. As a matter of fact, I wonder if we could get in where the spaceship is.
Oh shit! Yeah. I forgot about
Because
that.
as
That's
you
not
can,
even unlocked for us
yeah,
right now.
because it is not even close to being unlocked. However, there is no roof on that area. Because that was my other worry of if Mowgli can get on this. There's a pipe over here, and the thing that the thing that makes some of this getting into areas a little more tricky is the fact that there are invisible walls
Oh yeah, I ran
or
into it
boxes places.
because I was just messing around.
And as you can see, Mowgli is at the very last bit of where he can go towards this door, towards the Devil's Razor door, but he can't get on that ledge above that door.
There's actually
Not
invisible
quite.
ceilings too. There's actually a really short one over by the dome that's over this way. If you try to get on top of that part, there's an invisible ceiling right there above that fence that I'm pointing at. You remember that from yesterday?
It is.
Where like you could like just spam the jump button and it made the dust.
Yeah, and the other really fairly weird thing is the fact that no enemies spawned here. I have not seen any enemies, not even cars, since we have been in here, since we have tried to get in this area. There have been no cars out here, out towards where they would normally spawn. I did take some screenshots of the car in here and, you know, whatnot. But there again, video is a little better. And here eventually we might be able to try to get in here again just to get it captured to where, yeah, you got in there. And this isn't just some kind of editing mod or what have you. Because I would like to point that out, that this is the disc version of Borderlands 3
On Xbox One.
on Xbox One.
Because I can pull up the Xbox
And
One
it,
right now.
and this is in no way, shape, or form modded in any way. Because believe you me, it would have only taken us about 5 minutes to get in here if we had a mod to allow us to jump higher or clip through walls or what have you. So, that being said, that's one of those things that you just kind of have to throw that out there, just because this is not something that I don't. This is not something that I think developers of the game wanted people to be able to do, uh, to get in here and get not really powerful weapons, but much different weapons than we really should have been able to get our hands on. Um,
I'm really surprised that the area is locked. Like that was not what I was expecting. I was expecting to just be able to go to the next area because
which probably would have it, that probably would have crashed the game, to be honest with you, because
I don't
our
know about
I
that.
think that the
It would have just put
I
us in
think
the
that
new
the
area, right? Unless there's like a cutscene or something in the next area.
well, if there was a cutscene for that, then that means that we would have been able to skip a lot of the game. So much of the game.
That'd be crazy.
But yeah, if Mowgli could, it's kind of hard to see that.
The invisible wall. I
Dang,
was like sprinting into it.
because it is,
Because you can see
because
the
I
moving
am moving.
animation when you sprint
Well,
into
because
it.
I am moving as hard backwards as I can into that, and it's not. I am not going anywhere. So, but I am very impressed in the, at least for the developer side of this, that even though we are in here, we can't really do anything in here because the area is not unlocked yet.
Except for like
So,
grab the guns and stuff.
well, grab that. That's
Yeah, I mean that's kind of
not
where we
really going to
stop.
break
Yeah.
the game. And they do stop it in a way because they're level 25 guns,
Yeah.
literally three times our level, so we wouldn't be able to use them right off the bat anyway.
We can get some good cash
But
though.
yeah, that's true. The cash
I
is
wonder how much they sell for. Does it say on the gun?
I should say on the bottom of the gun, like when you pull up the menu.
So my current guns sell for like $80. The 24 or 25 weapons sell for like 200, 300, 400.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
And I
it's a pretty hefty
finally
difference.
saw pretty hefty. And we finally got our first look, at least my first look, at the cryo weapons, which
Oh
look
yeah, I
kind
haven't
of
seen them yet
bonkers.
either.
Well, you have one though, dude.
Yeah, I have it in my inventory. It's the Malawan. It switches between Incendiary and Cryo. It's pretty cool. Here, I can drop it for
Which
you.
I don't like the Malawan guns.
Yeah, the Mala guns are weird. The gun's over here on the floor. And
Which
you
one, the
said you wanted
Malawan or the
the
Theodore?
Theodore?
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
I have, yeah, all right, hold up.
I mean, I can pick these up and give them to you later, so you don't have to drop anything. Cause I've got plenty of room.
Because there's also, well, because like, yeah, because I'm wanting to sell some of this stuff when we get out of here. And it is very important to note that the weapons that he just dropped, even though they are level 24 or 25, they are both common guns.
We got more
So,
commons, didn't we?
it's something like that.
What you picked up something, didn't you? Was that green?
No, I couldn't pick up anything. Because there was 4 guns on the big plate, and then like ammo or money on the 2 smaller ones above it.
I think you grabbed the.
And I can't.
Because I saw something fly toward your player. I thought it was a gun.
It might have been the ammo, because I couldn't pick up any guns, or I would have picked up my favorite guns out of all of them. Because there's just something really special about being able to throw a gun and then it explode on contact.
Yeah.
Where's
That one
where's the
does.
clip on this? Where's the clip on this Theodore
Yeah.
weapon? Oh, there is no clip. You just throw it and it blows up. What? Alrighty. Will. I don't know about Mowgli, but I am fairly tired of running around in here, not really
Yeah,
going anywhere.
I think I'm ready to
So
leave
we
too.
will go ahead. We will go ahead and test. Although I don't want to die. That's the problem. Because you lose money when you die.
I'll fucking die. I don't give a shit. Yeet.
Because that's the thing that I'm wondering.
Will it respawn me over here? I'll even fucking crawl over here.
If it respawns him over here, is it going to check his level? Okay, we're getting some sort of reaction. He is respawning in the area.
Holy shit, I really did. Huh. 500 bucks down the drain. Oh well. Worth it.
So that is very interesting.
Oh, we can't get the car back in here unless we did it again.
Yeah, that's true.
That fucking took forever.
Yeah, because we had to get that car on this little shelf, get 2 cars up here.
To get 2 cars up here would be a fucking feat. Holy shit.
I know what I was saying is
there.
we,
Yeah.
right here in front of me. Because there's a little lip over here that won't allow a full-size car to go across. What the hell is that? But yeah, there's definitely supposed to be things that come out of these doors and out of these containers and
Oh yeah. There's a.
you know.
If you jump up here, there's actually another spawn point over by these pipes. It's hidden behind this fence up here. If I can get back up there. It's just up there. Fuck. I must have jumped for like over here. Christ sakes, how the fuck did I get up there? There we go. There's a hatch back there. If you like jump around the corner, you see it.
Oops. Yeah, there is a. Well, there's a door right there.
Where?
Right behind on the other side of this red container.
Oh.
The thing that I'm going to remark on now is the fact that I keep speaking as if people can see what the hell I'm doing. And they can't. Like, seriously.
I'm your eyes. Who got it? Are you ready to hop out of here?
I am ready.
Alright, let's go.